Hari Om. A very warm welcome to all present here and a good evening to all who are watching it on YouTube. Today's Guru Vandana program is presented by Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, the youth wing of Chinmaya Mission. We are in the final leg of this wonderful program which started on the day of Guru Purnima, and we've been covering various chapters of Bhagavad Gita beginning from Gita Dhyanam, and today we are in the 18th day, and so we will be seeing the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. But before that, as is customary, we will begin with prayer. सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। Hari Om. The events lined up for today's evening include the Guru Paduka Puja. It will be followed by videos of Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda and then the presentation by Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. So to begin with today's puja, we will be chanting the Guru Paduka Stotram followed by the Ashtotra Puja. We request everybody to follow the chanting. And when it's time for the Ashtotra, please do Manasika Puja from wherever you are. Ananta samsara samudratara naukaitabhyam guru bhakti dabhyam vairagya samrajyata pujanabhyam namo namah shri guru padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Kavitva Varashini Chakarabhyam Daurbagya Davam Buddhamalikabhyam Duri Kritanam Ravipatatibhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Natayayo Shri Patitam Samiyu Kadachidavya Shuddharidravariya Mukascha Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Nali Kanika Shapadartabhyam Nana Vimoha Dinivarikabhyam Namajjana Bhishta Tati Pradabhyam Namo Namah Shri Rupadukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Nripali Mauli Vrajaratna Kanti Saridviraja Jashakanyakabhyam Nripatvadabhyam Nataloka Pankte Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Papandhakaraka Paramparabhyam Tapatrayahindra Khageshwarabhyam Jadyabdi Samshoshanavadavabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Shamadhi Shatka Pradavai Bhavabhyam Samadhidana Vratadikshitabhyam रमादवाङ्घ्रिस्थिरभक्तिदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां स्वाचापराणाम् अखिलेष्टदाभ्यां स्वाहा सहायाक्षदुरन्धराभ्यां स्वान्ता च भावप्रदपूजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कामादिसर्पव्रजगारुडाभ्यां विवेकवैराग्यनिधिप्रदाभ्यां बोधप्रदाभ्यां धृतमोक्षदाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां. We will be doing the Ashtotra Puja. Those who have flowers with them may offer it to the altar. The others may do Manasika Puja. Om Ajaya Namaha, Om Avyayaya Namaha, Om Avinashine Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Aprameyaya Namaha, Om Advitiyaya Namaha, Om Aniketaya Namaha, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namaha, Om Antasakshine Namaha, Om Antaryamine Namaha, Om Anandaya Namaha, Om Atmaswarupaya Namaha, Om Angla Bhasha Viduttamaya Namaha, Om Ishwaraya Namaha, Om Udara Hridayaya Namaha, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namaha, Om Ekasmai Namaha, Om Omkara Vide Namaha, Om Karunasagaraya Namaha, Om Karmaparayanaya Namaha, Om Kalatitaya Namaha, Om Kaivalyaswarupaya Namaha, Om Kritatmane Namaha, Om Kritakrityaya Namaha, Om Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Gunatitaya Namaha, Om Grantakrite Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namaha, Om Jagadatmane Namaha, Om Jagat Sakshine Namaha, Om Janapriyaya Namaha, Om Jitendriyaya Namaha, Om Jiva Brahmaikya Vide Namaha, Om Jivan Muktaya Namaha, Om Jirna Mandirodharakaya Namaha, Om Tapovan Sishyaya Namaha, Om Tapasvine Namaha, Om Tapanashanaya Namaha, Om Tita Swarupaya Namaha, Om Tejasvine Namaha, Om Dehatitaya Namaha, Om Dvandvatitaya Namaha, Om Dhridanishchayaya Namaha, Om Dharma Samsthapakaya Namaha, Om Dhimate Namaha, Om Dhiraya Namaha, Om Dhairya Pradaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Nijanandaya Namaha, Om Nirapekshaya Namaha, Om Nisprihaya Namaha, Om Nirupamaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Nityaya Namaha, ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः ॐ परमाय नमः ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः ॐ पावनाय नमः ॐ पावकाय नमः ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः ॐ भूम्ने नमः ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः ॐ महर्षये नमः ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः ॐ मनोहराय नमः ॐ महात्मने नमः ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यतात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। Karpuram. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. We will now have Gurudev Aarti.
आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की दिव्य रूप मूर्ति करुणा की। आरती सद्गुरु की शरणों में उनके शांति समाए, शरणागत की भ्रांति मिटाए, पाप ताप संताप हरण की। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। वेद उपनिषद गीता गो गाया, धर्म सनातन फिर से जगाया, शुद्ध नीति प्रीति शंकर की। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। सिद्ध बाड़ी की तपोभूमि में नित्य विराजे गुरु हमारे, भक्त हृदयानंद स्रोत की। आरती श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की, आरती सद्गुरु की। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
Following the Ashtotra Puja, the Paduka Puja and the Aarti, now we will be having a talk by Swami Chinmayananda, which will be screened for you all.
The scientific knowledge by itself cannot add any glow to the life. So the modern electrical civilization is only because at every point the electrical rules are implicitly followed. In the same way, in the subjective science also, the science of reality is called Shastra, which explains not only the pure science, the explanation of things, the ideas, but also the technology, the applied science. Shastra and yoga, both are there in every scriptural textbook, and you have to know it and follow it implicitly. And if you are not able to follow the scripture, get instructions from those who are the masters, who are the guru, who are the teachers, saints and sages. Their instruction you implicitly follow. When Arjuna heard this, he wants to ask a question. A question precipitates in his mind. If supposing there is an individual who has got great faith, but he has no Shastra knowledge, but great devotion and supreme faith in the reality, and he is pursuing the path, such an individual's faith, is it divine or undivine or diabolic? Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic is the question that is asked. Krishna takes that as a pivotal or starting point to expand the idea, and he starts. The word Shraddha, faith, here in the context of this chapter, is the very motive force in every individual by which he functions in his own field of endeavor. Every individual performs in different fields of his own choice, chosen field of work, a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, an accountant, a cameraman, right? All these are various professions. Now in each of the profession, the functioning, the performance will depend upon, certainly, his thoughts and emotions. His thoughts and emotions are depending upon the vasanas that he has got, the type of desire or idea with which he is doing. Faith is the personality force at the intellectual level which gives a direction and a surge for the thoughts to express as actions in the world outside. This inner personality vitality, which helps us in every field of activity, helps everybody in every field of activity. That strength, that vitality is called faith. So later on I will say that faith is the man, in the sense that whatever be your faith is, that is your personality expressed in the outer world. Earlier in the 14th chapter, Krishna has also said that those who are with great faith comes to me, not that I give them the result, no, I give them more and more faith in that field of or channel of pursuit, and with the strength of that faith, he reaches his goal or he gains what he desires. So the faith here in this context, here in this section of the Gita, is essentially the values of life that you live, the quality of dynamism at the intellectual level, which gives the upthrust for any individual to achieve in any field of endeavor. So what will be his faith? He is determined to reach the goal, and he is pursuing it. As he knows, visiting church and praying and meditating and sitting down quietly, closing his eyes, see, change his diet, whatever that he has thought of or heard among the people, what all things to be done. But he has no spiritual knowledge, that's science. What is the goal? Where am I? What are the paths, choices available for me? Or which must am I follow? He has no idea, no road map, and he is going astray. Naturally, it is very difficult for you to assure that you will reach the goal. This is what Krishna said, and that brings about a doubt in Arjuna with which the chapter starts.
Hari Om. Hari Om. Today, Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, Chennai will be presenting on the 17th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. In the past 2 days, we have seen about the chapter 16, where Sri Krishna says that the scriptures are the base of the Sanatana Dharma. In chapter 17, Arjuna has two very important doubts. நம்ம எல்லாருக்குமே நிறைய கேள்விகள் வரும் இல்லையா? So அந்த மாதிரி Arjuna has two very important doubts. So the first thing he asks is, நம்ம நிறைய பேருக்கு scriptures தெரியாது. Even if we don't know the scriptures and we live a life of good value and good faith, will we still able to reach the goal? The second thing he asks is, many people know the scriptures and they still blindly follow it. Do they also reach the goal? These are the two important questions that Arjuna asks Bhagavan Krishna. And Bhagavan Krishna gives the replies which we'll be seeing now. And today's program is, we have the program divided as 3 parts. First, we'll be having the presentation by the members of Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, followed by a skit which will be concluded by the bhajans. Stay back for the whole program and enjoy. Thank you.
We just saw what Arjuna's doubt was. And the question was, people have faith, right? Then what is the matter? But Krishna says, faith. But what is the intention behind this faith? What is the intention behind this faith? There is usually a connotation, right? When there is faith, nambika irukuppa andalukku. The person has so much faith. The person has so much nambika. Adu podum abdintu. But most of the times we should understand where or why this faith is there and what is the intention behind this faith. This Shraddha, that is the faith that we have, is basically dependent upon the swabhava or the nature of one's own self. To be honest, we can say that the swabhava and the Shraddha are in a wedlock. We don't know who determines who, alright? But what we can do as individuals is make our intentions of our faith very pure, that is in very sattvic terms, to make our swabhava to be a very sattvic one. Yes, we can start having faith for the noble causes. People have faith for different reasons. People have Shraddha for different matters. For example, a person can have faith that the other person has to fail. They can pray for that. But that is not what is required here. It should be for the higher. The intention of the faith should be for the higher and the nobler cause, for which Bhagavan Krishna says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam sa swabhavaja Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tham Shrunu. And hence, we will have the next speaker who will be following to add more points.
Thank you, Yugapriya. So as she was speaking, I was reminded of some incident. So recently, there was this examination that was going to happen, and I came to see these 3 people who came to pray to the Lord. Okay. So when the first person came to pray, he prayed with full devotion and faith, 100% faith. Oh Lord, I should give the best of my capabilities in this exam. I should give my 100%. Okay. So now the next person comes to pray, and this person prays, oh Lord, I should be the topper. But doesn't stop there. I should be appreciated by all my teachers. I should be super famous after I write my examination. So that was his primary goal. Okay, cool. So now the next person comes. He says, Perumale, na pass areno illiyo. Whoever's writing the exam along with me has to fail. That's all is my prayer. I will give you 1,000 rupees, even 10,000 rupees I'll keep. But this wish alone fulfill for me. This he prayed with full faith. all these three people had complete devotion and had 100% faith with what they prayed. But do you see what differs in these three faiths? That's where this concept and this filter called guna comes. So when you have faith, this one faith can determines all our vasanas and all the desires and what we wish for and what we want, right? But this in turn obviously determines our body, mind and intellect, also the state of mind and our view of life. Now this body and mind and intellect, through this it determines the physical character, our mental behavior, and also our intellectual thought processes. Now this one faith is determining so many things and it has an impact on so many things in our lives. Just imagine, what if this one faith is of wrong type? Boom, everything turns so ugly. Like everything, it disrupts everything from the environment, from our situation, from our state of mind, everything, right? So that's where this verse from Bhagavad Gita, this line comes, Shraddha mayoyam purusho, yoyat shraddha sa eva saha, which means all of us possess faith, but what is the type of the faith that we possess is what we are verily made of. Yeah? So that's where the guna comes, and with the type of the faith we have, that is the guna that is in our lives, right? So for a faith that is really, a person with a good faith is made of sattva guna, who turns to be very pure, and it's the most divine form of guna. For a person who is passionate, he consists of the rajoguna, which is mostly made of passion, which in turn results in extreme urges, desires, and painful passions. And if the faith is of dull nature, then it results in the tamoguna, which is very negative, and it's the least divine form, which is made of all evil desires and evil goals in life, right? So with these three guna, how it affects our life and how it impacts the everyday activities of life is what the next speakers will be speaking about.
Thank you, Purvaja. So as Purvaja and Yugapriya explained, Shraddha has, we follow Shraddha, we have Shraddha. And the Shraddha is categorized into three types of gunas. These guna is carried in our everyday actions. There are, in this particular chapter, they are classified into 5. The altar of worship. Next is ahara, the food that we consume. Next is yajna, which is sacrifice. And then is tapas, austerity. And finally, dana, charity. So the verse where Krishna explains about ahara, food, is Ayus sattva balarogya sukha priti vivardhana rasya snigdha stira hridya ahara satvika priya. So ahara, the Sanskrit word for ahara, means food and also what you intake. What we consume is not only through the mouth, but what we consume through other sense organs is what makes us, right? So the food that we eat also consists gunas. So take an example of a beautiful, amazing, full wedding platter. Okay, in that, when you see these fresh green leafy vegetables, salads, all these freshly made food, which does not have any preservatives, those food are called as sattva food, and it is to be consumed with a prasada buddhi. Okay. Next, what is rajasic food? Rajasic food is this food which is very spicy, which gives us this boost of energy, and when consumed or hogged fully, what happens is we have a lot of anxiety or restlessness. And finally, the tamasic food. The tamasic food is the food that makes us dull, oily and heavy food. Now, moving on to yajna. In the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we saw that yajna is a collective endeavor which includes sacrifice too. So, sacrifice also has 3 types of gunas. What are the sacrifice that has sattvic qualities? Any sacrifice which is done selflessly, okay, and which includes the action and the fruit is completely surrendered to the Lord, it becomes a sattvic sacrifice. And rajasic sacrifice is when there is a tiny bit of I-ness or minus. Oh, I did this sacrifice to this person. I did that sacrifice. When that I-ness is included, it completely becomes rajasic. And tamasic sacrifice is when it's done completely for selfish purposes. Next, we'll be seeing about tapas and dana.
Okay, Hari Om. So, Shraddha, which is classified under the 3 gunas, and nama day-to-day activities la, how do we be more sattvic in nature is what we saw. So, the first one is the altar of worship, which Purvaja had mentioned, right? How we pray to the Lord with sattva guna or rajo guna or tamo guna. And same way, Harshavardhani spoke about aharam, the food which we consume, and the sacrifices which we make in our day-to-day lives. So today I am going to talk about the next two, which is the tapas and the dana. Okay. So tapas na enna nanipom nama first. Tapas na we think that a person is sitting on a top of a hill meditating, or sitting inside a cave meditating, correct? But the actual meaning of tapa, which Krishna says, is tapa means to burn. To burn what? To burn all our negativities. To burn all the bad thoughts which we have in our mind. That is called tapas, to burn away. So Gurudev says, when he explains this particular chapter, he says, tapas is basically an intelligent way of living. Intelligent way of living, why should we have an intelligent way of living? To avoid dissipations, like basic distractions, negative forces la avoid pandradhukku. To avoid such dissipations, we need an intelligent way of living. And that intelligent way of living, when it happens, we conserve a lot of energy. And when that energy is directed in the right channel, we contribute to the society and we work for the higher cause. Yes. So now this tapas itself has been classified in Bhagavad Gita for 3 levels, for body, mind and speech. So here I am going to explain for speech. Verse number 15 of the Gita, chapter 17 says, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. So in the first line itself we had heard satyam, priyam and hitam, correct? So Gurudev says speech is the most powerful tool which any person has. And on the speech nama olunga use pannikala appadina, we waste our energy. We waste our energy unnecessarily by talking all negative things, unnecessary things, correct? So Gurudev says, how do we, on the speech, how do we make it into the right channel? That is, we have to follow these 3 things, satyam, priyam and hitam. That is, you talk the truth, you tell it with love, and you tell what is beneficial for the others. You don't just tell random things, correct? And the perfect example would be our Hanumanji. When Hanuman had met Rama and Lakshmana for the first time, the way he conducted himself, itself Rama and Lakshmana knew that he is a person of high values, high principles, who studied the Vedas itself. Because whatever he spoke was Satyam, Priyam and Hitam. Same way, when Hanuman went and saw Sita Ma in Lanka and came back to say that to Rama, avanga contain Sita da sonnanga. So that he didn't want to cause any agitation in Rama's mind. So his speech was that clear, right? So here in Bhagavad Gita it says, tapas for speech is very, very important, and we need to conserve our energy and channelize it in the right direction. Now same as the entire topic is about the 3 gunas, Shraddha gunas. So tapas also falls under these 3 gunas. So tapas under the sattvic quality, under sattva guna is, when there are so many devotees who are going for yatra, they face so many obstacles, correct? They face so many obstacles and they reach to see the Lord. At that time, they don't expect anything. Now, oru tapas pandren, adukku enak idu venum, appdinu onnume kekka matanga. They just want to see the Lord, right? So recently we had gone to the Kadapa, the Tumburu Tirtham, Tirumala trek. And when we had gone, when we saw Tirumala Balaji, we were so happy. We didn't want to ask him anything. We were just happy seeing him itself, right? So that is Sattvic tapas. Now Rajasic tapas. What is a Rajasic tapas? Is basically, Kadavule enak eppadiyachi idha panni kuduthru, I will do this for you, right? So I need something and I will do this tapas for you. You give it to me. That is a Rajasic tapas. And a Tamasic tapas is basically, the best example would be our New Year resolutions. We take New Year resolutions and we quit immediately. We don't even follow it for more than 3 or 4 days. Or, you know, we open a diary, we say we'll start journaling, but the next day itself we stop. We don't continue at all, right? So this is the tamasic aspect of tapas. And now the next part is dana, that is the last. So charity, dana means charity. And why is charity coming under the spiritual aspect? Is because charity is to give something without any expectation. That is to detach, to be detached from it, right? Krishna says 3 things are very important while doing dana. That is desha, kala and patra. So desha means to give at the right place. The kala means to give at the right time. And patra means to give it to the right person. So same way, this dana is also classified under 3, which is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. And dana Sattvic is, as I said, donating to the right person at the right place at the right time. When floods happen, all the residents, the chefs, the caterers, people around come together to cook food and give it to the people who are in need of food. We don't expect anything in return. Correct? So that is a Sattvic dana. When a politician puts a sticker on the food and gives it, that becomes a Rajasic dana. Because I am doing it for fame. I need to reach out to people. I have to show that I am giving this. Right? So that is Rajasic dana, giving it for fame. Donating charity for fame. And Sattvic dana, Tamasic dana is, imagine they are collecting clothes for an old age home. And we go give jeans, pant and kurtis and t-shirts. Will it be of any use to the old people? No, not at all, right? So just for the sake of discarding clothes, oh nanum pandren, but ana en palaya thuniyala kudukren. That is called as Tamasic dana in Bhagavad Gita. Is what this is what is Tamasic dana. And if you see in all 5 aspects, the altar of worship, the ahara, the yajna, the tapa, and the dana, all of this are practiced in our day-to-day life. And Gita insists that we have to use our faculty of discrimination to choose the right guna, to choose the right activity, and to do the right activity. For what? To reach the higher. So yes, this is about the 5 aspects. Over to Dharani.
எல்லாருக்குமே வணக்கம். ஸோ 17th சாப்டர் இன்றைக்கி நாங்கள் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கோம். 17th சாப்டரில் அர்ஜுனா அவரோட கேள்வியை கேட்கும் போதே நான் நிறைய விஷயங்கள் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். இல்லை எனக்கு ஸ்ரத்தா, அதாவது என்னோட நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது. ஆனால் அதோட சாஸ்திரங்கள், அதோட வேதங்களை பற்றின புரிதல் எனக்கு இல்லை, அதை பற்றின நம்பிக்கை எனக்கு இல்லை. ஆனால் நான் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ இது மூலமாக என்னால் கடவுளை அடைய முடியுமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அர்ஜுனன் கிருஷ்ணர்கிட்ட கேட்குறாரு. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு எனக்கும் அதான் நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. எனக்கு 17th சாப்டர் பற்றி எதுவுமே தெரியாது. பட் ஆனால் நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது, நான் பண்ணுவேன்னு தோணுது. ஆனால் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். என்னோட கொஸ்டின் இஸ், நான் பண்ணால் என்னால் கடவுளை அடைய முடியுமா? இதே கேள்வியில் தான் அர்ஜுனன் என்னாரு, நானும் இங்கே நின்றுட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸ்ரத்தா, ஆஹாரா, தானா, தபஸ், யக்ஞா. ஸோ இந்த 4 விஷயத்த பண்ணும்போது நம்ம 3 மென்டாலிட்டி, அதாவது 3 குணாஸில் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம 3 குணாஸ் ரொம்ப தெளிவாக எந்த நேரத்தில் எந்த குணா வரணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்தளவுக்கு கான்சன்ட்ரேட்டாக பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் இதுக்கும் கடைசியில் ஓம் தத் சத் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு விஷயம் கிருஷ்ண பரமாத்மா பகவத்கீதாவில் 23வது வருஷம், அதாவது 17th சாப்டர் 23வது வருஷத்தை சொல்கிறாரு. இதுக்கும் இந்த விஷயத்துக்கும் என்ன சம்மந்தம்? நம்ம நிறைய விஷயம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். நம்மளோட யக்ஞா ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகிறதும் சரி, இல்லை நம்ம ஏதாவது ப்ரேயர் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறனாலும் சரி, அந்த ப்ரேயர் முடியறதுனாலும் சரி, நம்ம ஓம் தத் சத் சொல்லி தான் முடிக்கிறோம். அப்படி அந்த ஓம் தத் சத்னா என்ன? நம்மளோட ஃப்ளட்ஜில் கூட கடைசியாக முடியும் போது ஓம் தத் சத் அப்படின்னு முடியுது. வாட் இஸ் ஓம் தத் சத்? ஸோ ஓம் தத் சத், அந்த பரபிரம்மன். இந்த 3மே பரபிரம்மன் தான். ஓம்னாலும் பரபிரம்மன் தான், தத்னாலும் பரபிரம்மன் தான், சத்னாலும் பரபிரம்மன் தான். நம்ம நிறைய நோபல் ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் பண்ணலாம், நிறைய நோபலான விஷயங்கள் பண்ணலாம். அந்த நோபல் விஷயத்துலையும் நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒரு சின்ன ஃபால்ட் பண்ணும். ஸோ சின்னதாக ஏதாவது தப்பு நடக்கும். அந்த தப்பையும் நம்ம கடவுள்கிட்ட டெடிகேட் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேனோ, நான் எந்த செயல் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், என் மூலமாக ஒரு செயல் நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு, அந்த செயலோட ரிசல்ட்டாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை செய்யக்கூடிய பொருளாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை என் மூலமாக நடக்கிறதா இருக்கட்டும், இது எல்லாமே அந்த கடவுளுக்கு நான் அர்ப்பணிக்கிறேன். அந்த கடவுள் என் மூலமாக நடத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்காரு. ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஓம் தத் சத். ஓம் அப்படின்னா பியூர் செல்ஃப், அவ்வளோதான். ஸோ பியூர் செல்ஃப் அப்படின்னா எனக்குள்ளே இருக்க ஒரு இறைசக்தி உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கிட்டையும் இருக்குது. அந்த இறைசக்தி மரத்தில் கனியாக இருக்குது, பூவில் செடியில் பூவாக இருக்குது. இது மாதிரி எல்லா இடத்துலையுமே அந்த இறைசக்தி இருந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. அந்த இறைசக்தியை நம்ம மரியாதை கொடுக்கணும். தட் இஸ் ஓம் தத். ஸோ தத் அப்படின்னா நம்ம எல்லாரும் எங்கேயோ இருந்து வந்திருக்கோம், திருப்பி அதுக்குள்ளே நம்ம வாழ்ந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம், திருப்பி அதுக்குள்ளே போக போகிறோம். தட் இஸ் தத். தத் என்றது எப்பயுமே நிலையாக இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயம், தத் மாறாதது, எவர் பர்ஃபெக்ட், அதுதான் வந்து தத். அப்புறம் சத். சத் அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் லைக் எசன்ஸ், அதுதான் வந்து சத். ஸோ இது மாதிரி கிருஷ்ண பரமாத்மா 23வது வேர்ஸில் ஓம் தத்தை சொல்லிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் 24வது வேர்ஸில் ஓமை பற்றி தனியாக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறாரு. அதுக்கப்புறம் 25வது வேர்ஸில் தத்தை பற்றி சொல்கிறாரு, 26, 27 சத்தை பற்றி சொல்கிறாரு. ஸோ அதை பற்றி சொல்கிறதுக்கு என்னோட நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்பீக்கர் ஸ்வேதாவை நான் கூப்பிடுறேன். எஸ், தேங்க்யூ.
Hari Om. Om Tat Sat. So my previous speaker Dharani had said what Om Tat Sat is. I'm going to elaborate it a little bit more. You see, Om Tat Sat by itself is a mantra and has been used since ancient times to refer to God. So today we say God, we say Kadavul, we say Bhagavan. But that time, Om Tat Sat was what was used. Why? What does it mean? So Krishna says in shloka number 23, chapter 17, he says, Om Tat Saditi Nirdeshaha. Nirdeshaha means designation. So Om, Tat and Sat is 3 designations he gives to that, we'll call it Brahman. So it's the 3 designation he gives to Brahman. What is this designation? Number 1, Om. What is Om? Om is that which is infinite, that which does not have a beginning or an end, which does not have a boundary, which is beyond time, beyond space. That is referred to as Om. So he says that Brahman is Om. He is this way. Second, Tat. What does Tat mean? I am Shweta. But before I am Shweta, I am. I exist. That is Tat. Tat means that which exists or simply that. So gold can be a bangle, it can be a golden bangle, it can be a earring, it can be a ring, but it's gold. It's gold that's taking the different forms. Similarly, it is that which is existing in a bangle, in a ring, in a earring, which is gold. Similarly, that which is existing in everything over here, you, me, this stand, this mic, everything, that existence is Tat. And Sat. Sat means absolute or reality or truth. So when we go to a movie theater, just like how the movie is going, but the screen behind the movie is the reason you're able to see the movie. But the screen does not change. Everything in the movie changes, but the screen does not change. Similarly, Sat is the designation given to Brahman, which does not change. In this world where everything is changing, where everything is an illusion, that which is changeless, that which is permanent is Sat. So Om, Tat and Sat are the 3 designations or the way we refer to Brahman. So in conclusion, whatever actions we do, like they said, speech, dana, etc., whatever actions we do keeping in mind that Om Tat Sat. That is the absolute reality. We keep that in mind and we perform our actions. When we do that, we surrender all our actions to that which is the Om Tat Sat. So how do we surrender and perform our actions for Om Tat Sat? This will be taken up tomorrow in chapter 18. Thank you.
Hari Om. Till now, we've only heard about the wonderful Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. But do we know how to apply it in real life? To understand and benefit from the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, our very talented chicks are here to perform a skit for us. We follow the story of young Meera, an aspiring cricketer coming from a very supportive and traditional family. The problems faced by Meera have also been faced by Arjuna on the battlefield. But Arjuna had Parthasarathi to guide him through all his troubles. Just like that, Meera has Coach Sarathi to guide her through them. Here, we are at Meera's house right before she leaves for selections.
அப்படி யாராச்சும் தேங்காவை உடைப்பாங்களா? அபச்சாரம்.
ஐயோ அம்மா, இது புரட்டாசி மாதம், தேங்காய் துறந்து வச்சா குரு பயிற்சி வரும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
இப்படி யாராவது தேங்காய் உடைப்பாளா? என்ன சம்பிரதாயம் இது? என்னமோ.
Amma, what really matters anyway? Is it the way you pray or the intention with which you do it?
All the best, Kanna.
Okay.
மனத்தை வாங்காம ஒழுங்காடு.
Since we've already got a glimpse of how Meera is at home, let's see how she plays on the field.
Good evening, Coach.
Good evening, Meera. Congrats on your national selection.
Thank you, Coach.
I know it's not an easy job, right? I think it's time, let's start the warm-up today, have a jog, and by the time I'll make the other preparations ready. Yeah? Okay, so we'll go for batting practice, but if you have anything to ask, you are saying something, so we'll have that and then go for the practice?
Yes, Coach, I have a doubt, Coach.
Yes?
I'm really questioning my capabilities, Coach. What if the amount of practice I've had is not good enough? Or what if I learn the old techniques and the new techniques and I confuse them? Will it ever be fruitful?
Meera, you have not started playing yesterday and playing nationals today, right? You have done so much of hard work in the past and you are a dedicated and determined player, right? Which has brought you to this level today. So you do not doubt your capabilities. Put more hard work and focus on your work, right? That will take you to wherever you have to go.
Yes, Coach, thank you.
See you at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Meera has learned some wonderful cricket techniques. But how does she apply it on an unusual day?
இப்போ கால் பரவாயில்லையா?
பரவாயில்ல.
Okay, ma, bye. I'm leaving for
Bye,
practice.
Kanna.
மீரா, உன் அம்மா கால் சரியில்லை. ஸோ நீ கோச்சிங் நீ கேன்சல் பண்ணிட்டு அம்மா பார்த்துக்கோ.
அதெல்லாம் எதுக்குங்க? மீரா, you need to go for your practice, right? உனக்கு நிறைய இது வேற இருக்கு, நிறைய பண்ணணும். She has her selections also.
இல்லை, இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் போக வேண்டாம். இன்னைக்கு அம்மா உட்காந்து வீட்டில் பார்த்துக்கோ.
நானே என்ன பார்த்துக்க முடியுமே. It's okay, it's just a sprain.
No,
இல்ல,
ma, it's fine.
கிடையாது.
I'll stay at home.
ஓகே, ஐம் ரன்னிங் லேட் டு ஆஃபீஸ். ஸோ நான் கிளம்புறேன்.
சரி.
அம்மா ஃபோன் எங்க இருக்கு?
தோ இந்தாடா.
Hello. What's the matter, Meera? You haven't turned for the practice yet?
Coach, I'm really sorry, coach. Amma has sprained her ankle, so Appa has actually asked me to stay home and take care of her.
Oh, okay. You take care of your mom today, and we'll meet tomorrow on the practice.
Sir, but what about today's practice?
Meera, the ground is not the only place where you practice. If I was there in the same position, I would have made my household chores in a way that I practice. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure that out.
Okay, coach. I'll try. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kanna, can you just broom the house?
Okay, ma. என்னம்மா?
அங்க இருக்கிற இது எடுத்து தெரியா? என்னடி பண்ற? அது வேண்டாம் 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 வேண்டாம். நீ இருக்க பாரு.
We've seen Meera tackle with difficulties on the field and with difficulties at home. But we've not seen her tackle life's most difficult challenges of all, maintaining relationships.
Hey guys, do you remember what ma'am was telling us in the class today?
Which part?
About the field trip. Weren't you listening, silly?
She never listens, and you know that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm also really excited. You all guys are coming, right? If you're not coming, I'm also not going to the trip.
Of course I'm coming. This is our few opportunities to meet the seniors. I'm not missing it for anything.
Obviously, we are coming, but the real question is Meera gonna come?
Hey, you missed the Bangalore trip also, man. You should come for the Kodaikanal one.
Guys, the thing is...
No, Meera. You're always doing like this. You must come to this trip.
I'm so sorry, guys, but then this is my career and my passion. Even I wouldn't be doing the right thing if I chose enjoying over my duty. I'm so sorry to disappoint you guys. But then, you guys can carry on. I'm definitely sure that you all will have a blast.
Hey, chill. Idukkala evlo feel pandra. Don't worry. We'll send you pictures of the trip and you also keep us updated. All the best.
Thank you.
Our young national level cricketer can't wait for the tournament, but the decisions she has to make right before them leave her conflicted.
So you hold the ball like this, okay? Just grip it like this. You keep practicing. By the time I'll be there, right? Yeah.
Coach?
Hi Mira, what's it?
Coach, I had some confusion and I needed some clarity. I was hoping that you could help me out.
Sure Mira, what's it?
So coach, I've actually received offers from 3 sponsors, the local MP, the corporate and my Appa sports club, coach. I am just having a hard time on whom to choose.
Mira, if you have an idea about their intention, if you can give an idea of what their intentions are to sponsor you, I think that will give us clarity on to choose it.
So coach, the local MP coach, he only wants himself to shine, and the corporate, they're socially not even a bit responsible, coach. They waste tons of food and half the plastic waste only go into the ocean. But then my Appa sports club, they've actually supported me ever since I started playing cricket. And the thing is, they actually support the Paralympics, which is not a common thing.
Mira, with whatever you have said, I think the options are pretty clear.
Coach, but then won't I reach far more fame if I actually go with the local MP or with the corporate?
Mira, it is not always about who sponsors you, right? It is always about what intention the person has and with what intention the person gives. As Bhagavan Krishna has said in the 17th chapter, it's always the intention that matters for the action. So, I think with this, it is easy for you to make a decision, and I hope you make the right decision.
Yes, coach. Thank you, coach.
All the best for your nationals.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see how Mira did in her national tournament. What about you?
Amma! Amma, we won the match.
Wow, da Kanna. Super. I'm so proud of you, da.
Also, 1 second, Ma. Amma, I also won Best Player of the Award.
Finally, all my bills have been paid for.
And also a small gift, Amma. One of your favorites.
Jasmine flowers. Thank you so much, da Kanna. I'm so proud of you. Dinner ke penna veno.
आ गए मैदान में हम साफा बांध के आगे आगे सबसे आगे अपना सीना तान के
without fragrance. Through Mira's life, we've seen the underlying thought and intention matters along with the way it is executed. During the Guru Vandana program, we've heard the enlightening words of Lord Krishna, who is our Guru. So let's hear some melodies on our Guru and Lord Krishna.
चिन्मयं शिवसद्गुरुं जगदीश्वरं परमेश्वरं
चिन्मयं शिवसद्गुरुं जगदीश्वरं परमेश्वरं
मञ्जुनाथमहेश्वरं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनं
मञ्जुनाथमहेश्वरं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनं
देशिकेन्द्रजगत्त्रयं भवसिन्धुशोषणकारणं
देशिकेव सदाशिवं जगदीश्वरं वरमाश्रये
देशिकेन्द्रजगत्त्रयं भवसिन्धुशोषणकारणं
देवदेव सदाशिवं जगदीश्वरं वरुमाश्रये चिन्मयं शिवसद्गुरुं जगदीश्वरं परमेश्वरं मञ्जुनाथमहेश्वरं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनम् अद्वितीयमनन्तकोटिप्रभाकरं प्रणवात्मकम् आशुतोषदुरन्तरं अज्ञानतिमिरनिकृन्दनम् अद्वितीयमनन्तकोटिप्रभाकरं परमात्मकम् आशुतोषदुरन्तरं अज्ञानतिमिरनिकृन्दनं यतिचिन्मयानन्दरूपिणं दासमानसरञ्जनं जगदीश्वरं गुरुमाश्रये यातु जाननिमीलनं यतिचिन्मयानन्दरूपिणं दासमानसरञ्जनं जगदीश्वरं गुरुमाश्रये चिन्मयं शिवसद्गुरुं जगदीश्वरं परमेश्वरं मञ्जुनाथमहेश्वरं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनं मञ्जुनाथमहेश्वरं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनं सान्दीपनीपुरवासिनम् बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
देव तव महनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक यही मेरा बल है गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय जीवन पल पल पग पग जीवन पद पर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बन कर बिसरूं कभी यह प्रेममयी आनंदमयी पवनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक यही मेरा बल है गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा।
बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
राधे नचे कृष्ण नचे नाचे गोपीजन बांसुरियां पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। राधे नचे कृष्ण नचे नाचे गोपीजन बांसुरियां पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। हाथ में मुरली कांधे पे कांबलिया कांधे पे कांबलिया हाथ में मुरली कांधे पे कांबलिया कांधे पे कांबलिया शीश मुकुट शोभिता ब्रज के सावरिया ब्रज के सावरिया शीश मुकुट शोभिता ब्रज के सावरिया ब्रज के सावरिया सावली सूरतिया तेरा मोहलिया मन मेरा मोहलिया मन बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। राधे नचे कृष्ण नचे नाचे गोपीजन बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। दे दे श्याम दे दे मोहे सर की गागरिया सर की गागरिया दे दे श्याम दे दे मोहे सर की गागरिया सर की गागरिया। सास नंदन दे दे मोहे लाख लाख गालिया लाख लाख गालिया सास नंदन दे मोहे लाख लाख गालिया लाख लाख गालिया। सावली सूरतिया मेरा मोहलिया मन मेरा मोहलिया मन बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। राधे नचे कृष्ण नचे नाचे गोपीजन बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन बांसुरिया पर नाचे सारे वृंदावन। मेरा कान्हा बड़ा अलबेला मेरी मटकी को मार गयो ढेला ओ मेरा कान्हा बड़ा अलबेला मेरी मटकी को मार गयो ढेला। कभी गंगा किनार कभी यमुना किनार कभी गंगा किनार कभी यमुना किनार कभी सरयू किनार अकेला मेरी मटकी को मार गयो ढेला ओ मेरा कान्हा बड़ा अलबेला मेरी मटकी को मार गयो ढेला। कभी राधा के संग कभी मीरा के संग कभी राधा के संग कभी मीरा के संग कभी रुक्मिणी के संग अकेला मेरी मटकी को मार गयो ढेला ओ मेरा कान्हा बड़ा अलबेला मेरे मटकी को मार गयो ढेला। कभी व्यास के संग कभी वाल्मीकि के संग कभी व्यास के संग कभी वाल्मीकि के संग कभी चिन्मया के संग अकेला मेरे मटकी को मार गयो ढेला ओ मेरा कान्हा बड़ा अलबेला मेरे मटकी को मार गयो ढेला मेरे मटकी को मार गयो ढेला।
Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam Shri Murali Sridhara Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Nandanandana Radhe Shyam Navnita Chora Radhe Shyam
Nandanandana Radhe Shyam Navnita Chora Radhe Shyam
Keshava Madhava
Yadava Nandana Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Bhakta Vatsala Radhe Shyam Bhagavata Priya Radhe Shyam Bhakta Vatsala Radhe Shyam Bhagavata Priya Radhe Shyam
Keshava
Madhava Yadava Nandana Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana
Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Keshava Madhava Yadava Nandana Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Radhe Krishna Radhe Shyam
Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo
Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Rende pinju paadam thedi thedi nangal Rende divya naamam paadi paadi vandom Rende pinju paadam thedi thedi nangal Rende divya naamam paadi paadi vandom Chelangai katti oho oho Chelangai katti oho oho Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende naamai kanna aadi aadi vayo Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Devaki Nandana Radha Jeevana Keshava Hare Madhava Pudana Mardana Papa Vinashana Keshava Hare Madhava Gokula Balane Odi Vayo Gopala Balane Adi Vayo Gokula Balane Odi Vayo Gopala Balane Adi Vayo Chelangai katti Chelangai katti Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo
Kamsa Vimardana Kaliya Nardana Keshava Hare Madhava Pudana Mardana
Papa Vinashana Keshava Hare Madhava
Geetamridame odi vayo Hridayanandane aadi vayo
Geetamridame odi vayo Hridayanandame aadi vayo Chelangai katti Chelangai katti Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Chelangai katti odi odi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Rende tamarai kanna aadi aadi vayo Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Hare Govinda Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Hare Govinda Govinda Hare Govinda Hare Gopala Hare Govinda Govinda Hare Govinda Hare Gopala Hare Govinda Krishna Rama Govinda Hare Rama Krishna Govinda Krishna Rama Govinda Hare Rama Krishna Govinda
Krishna Rama Govinda Hare Rama Krishna Govinda
Krishna Rama Govinda Hare Rama Krishna Govinda
Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Hare Govinda
Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Hare Govinda
Bhakta Vatsala Govinda Hare Bhagavada Priya 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 Govinda Krishna Rama Govinda, Hare Rama, Krishna Govinda, Krishna Rama Govinda, Hare Rama, Krishna Govinda,
Krishna Rama Govinda, Hare Rama, Krishna Govinda,
Krishna Rama Govinda, Hare Rama, Krishna Govinda,
Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda, Hare Govinda,
Sarvatra Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda, Hare Govinda,
Panduranga Pandarinatha Pavana Nama Govinda,
Panduranga Pandarinatha Pavana Nama Govinda, Hari Govinda, Hari Gopala, Hari Govinda, Hari Gopala,
Govinda, Hari Gopala,
Hari Govinda, Hari Gopala,
Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai,
Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai,
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai,
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai,
Radha Ramana Hari Gopala Jai Jai,
Hari Radha Ramana Hari Gopala Jai Jai,
Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai,
Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai,
Gopala Jai Jai,
Hari Govinda Jai Jai,
Govinda Jai Jai,
Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
बोलिए श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय,
श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
जय.
We'll end with the closing prayer.
पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.